Where's north from here?
Alreet Trainers, I'm some northern guy, and today we are doing something, flippin' heck, I can't speak, doing something pretty fun. Now, a couple of weeks ago, just after, I believe, the Gen 8 games got revealed, Sword and Shield, really hyped, HoodlumCallum, formerly known as HoodlumScrafty, created this tag video, and he has tagged people to rank the starters from every single generation. Now, this isn't like an overall tier list of like all of them mixed in. This is ranking them by their trios. So I guess it makes it a little bit more fair to the Galar starters. Now, I've been tagged by my good friend PokéDan to do this, and I am hyped. I'm quite excited. I was actually working on an overall starter tier list video as Dan tagged me. I just finished it. I sat down to edit it, and then I got his tweet tagging me to do this one. So I thought I meant to do this one instead. It's, I guess, a little bit more structured and a bit more fair. Now, this is taking into consideration the evolutions as well. It is not just the basic forms, and I'm a bit worried I'm going to upset a couple of people because there's some Pokemon that are really popular, and a lot of people love, and I know a lot of people love them, that I just don't like. So if I upset you, if your favourite Pokemon is probably going to end up in third place at some point, so I apologise for that, but of course all of this is just my opinion, and you probably don't like my favourite starter Pokemon. So yeah, I'm sorry if I upset some people, but let's just do this. This is going to be fun. I have the advantage of being a small channel here. This is where it comes in handy, because the amount of people who come after me trying to bash down my door and shiv me is going to be lower than some of the bigger guys out there. So, okay. I got all the starters here. I've kind of created my own little layout for this. Hoodlum created this, like Callum created this, this table, which is brilliant. And he also created the template for the thumbnail. And links to those are in his video description, which I will obviously link to in this description, and I'll also link back to PokéDan's video, who tagged me. So if you want to have a go at this, go and check out Callum's video, and all his, like, all the links and all the Photoshop files for all of this is in the description of his video. But I wanted to make my own little layout. I've got them all around the side. So we're just going to start, obviously, with Gen 1. And this is probably going to be one of the hardest ones for me to do, because I love all the Gen 1 starters. And I actually like each stage of them. I like a different one. So, for example, out of just Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Squirtle, Bulbasaur's my favourite. Sorry, no, he's not. Squirtle is my favourite. But then out of Ivysaur, Wartortle, and Charmeleon, it's Ivysaur. And then out of the final evolutions, it's Charizard. So, how are we going to do this? I think, as much as I love him, Bulbasaur is going to have to go third. Now, for some of these, not all of them, third place doesn't mean I hate them. It's just I like them the least. Some of them, it means I hate them. I will let you know. Right. Now, Squirtle and Charmander. Oh my goodness. If I think about it, I prefer Squirtle to Charmander. Out of Charmeleon and Wartortle, I probably prefer Charmeleon. And at Charizard and Blastoise, they are so close. Like, it's Charizard by, like, that much. But is it... Oh my goodness, I've been the biggest Charizard fan for years. Well, not as big as like the Pokéref, but you know, I've been a huge Charizard fan for years. And recently I used the Blastoise on Let's Go Eevee, and I absolutely loved it. And I've always loved Squirtle. You know what? I'm going to have to... Boom. Squirtle first, Charmander second. But again, they are so close. Like, all three of them are so close. They're all brilliant. Am I happy with... Yeah, nope, I'm moving on. I'm happy with that. We are moving on. Right, stage 2, Gen 2. Now, fun fact, I actually skipped Gen 2 when I was a kid. I didn't have a Game Boy Color, and I had like the original brick Game Boy, the big grey one. It was like that, huge. I don't think that could run Game Boy Color games, but I never had Gold and Silver or Crystal. I did, but after Gen 3, I went straight from Gen 1 to Gen 3 and then went back and played Crystal. And I have since then played Gold, Silver, Heart Gold, so I've done my first share of Johto. And this is what I think this is the first one that's going to upset people because, yeah, straight there. No, not even a debate. Cyndaquil is my least favourite of these guys, and I think he's overrated. I'm just going to throw that one out there. Cyndaquil, the whole evolution line, Cyndaquil, Galarian, Typhlosion, they are overrated because we all know the best one is hands down Totodile. Easily, Totodile is phenomenal. I love the guy. For Alligator is, holy crap, he's immense. He's one of my favourite water types. So by process of elimination, Chikorita, second place. There you go. You just took on in there, buddy. And I do quite like Chikorita. I know it's hard mode if you do Johto with grass. And Chikorita gets a lot of hate, but the whole line's brilliant. I love him, but I just love Totodile, Croconaw, for Alligator more. I probably like Bayleaf more than Croconaw, actually. But for Alligator better than Meganium. Alright, Gen 3. Here's another one that's going to upset people. Oh, God. Because... No, not you. You. Get right there. I don't like Torchic. I don't like Torchic. I don't like Combusken. Okay. Torchic's okay. I don't like Combusken. And I hate Blaziken. It's so overrated. And it's just like... What? I don't get it. I know he's the original firefighting, but... We'll get to Gen 4 in a bit, but... Infernape's better. I love Infernape. He's better than Blaziken. Blaziken is overrated. Blaziken is the one you like if you want to be edgy and cool, and a bit of a sheep, I think. I just don't like Blaziken. It's like, oh, but he got a Mega in Gen 6. Like, no. Oh, they all got Megas in Gen 6, you know what I mean? X and Y. So this is the bit where it's going to get more difficult. Mudkip and Trico. Mudkip and Trico. Now, my first Hoenn starter was actually Mudkip. Very first time I played Sapphire, I went with Mudkip. And I do like Mudkip. Everybody likes Mudkips, as you all know. This looks so messy. I probably could have done this much better. Like all the guys at the side, like all the rest of the starters. Trico or Mudkip? I think, right, now here's what I'm thinking. Trico and Mudkip themselves, they're on par. Marshtomp and Grovyle is better. Swampert and Sceptile is better. Mega Swampert to Mega Sceptile. Mega Swampert is an absolute god. Like, it is the most beautiful thing I have ever seen in my life. Ah, dear. But I think I think Trico and then Mudkip. And I know I was just accusing people of being a sheep if they like Blaziken, and I now know that Sceptile is probably more liked than Blaziken. But not counting the Megas, then it's easily Trico. With the Megas, it's still a debate, but I could be here all day. I think that, again, they're like Squirtle and Charmander and Bulbasaur. They are so close, but then it's like Trico, Mudkip, and then Torchic's all the way down here. Like, don't even bother Torchic. Alright, Gen 4. Moving on swiftly before I change my mind. But no, yeah, Trico, Mudkip, Torchic. Yeah, that's fair. This is going to be my hardest one. Gen 4 are my favourite set of starters. Hands down, I absolutely love them. And this is going to be so difficult. But straight away, the easiest one for me. Get up there, you. You are... Oh my god, Chimchar is probably my favourite starter. Just out of all of these. The Chimchar line, I love all of them. Infernape, my god, I love Infernape. He was my general mascot before Gliscor. I had a lot of general mascots before Gliscor, but Infernape was the main one. And yeah, no questions asked. If this was like, when I did like my overall tier list for all of them, Chimchar was like, bam, right at the top, and everybody else was below him. So, yeah. We'll go with Chimchar. Next, then. Turtwig and Piplup. This is so hard because I love them all. I probably like... these guys are closer together than the Gen 1 starters for me. Like, all three of them. Oh, my God. I'll probably have to say... Turtwig in silver and Piplup in bronze. Is that fair? Let me think. No, yeah, I'd say that's fair. I love all three of them, but I'm going with that. That is so difficult. But is it? Is it though? Is that what I want? For God's sake. Chimchar's set in stone. There's no movement. Chimchar is tippity top. No one is better than Chimchar. Except for maybe Rowlet, but that is a debate for later. Right. Turtwig and Piplup again, pretty much equal. Grotle and Primplup, easily Grotle. Or Grottle. I call it Grotle, or whatever. Graddle! I choose you! Oh, I'm trying to think how Ash says it. Then Torterra and Napoleon. Oh, that's so hard because they're both so awesome. My first playthrough of Gen 4, I went with Piplup, actually. And then I went to Chimchar and then realised how wrong I was to choose Piplup. I'm struggling. I'm really struggling with this. Yeah, no, let's go with that. Let's keep that. Let's move on. I'm happy with that. Let's keep that. Okay, Gen 5. Now, weakest starters in my opinion. And straight away, get down there, you absolute piece of shit. Like, I'm sorry. I hate Oshawott with a burning fiery passion. It's crap. Its design's terrible. Samurott can do one. Duot is okay. Duot is the exception here. But Samurott and Oshawott are probably my least favourite Pokemon from Gen 5. Samurott is one of my least favourite Pokemon, along with Simisear. They are my two least favourites because they just suck. I hate them. They look stupid. And Oshawott, personal opinion here, I'm sorry, I'm going to offend some people. Oshawott is the worst design starter. Its whole evolution line is the worst design starter, hands down. So really, it should be all the way down here, but sadly I can only go to 3rd place, so he is staying there. And this is what I mean, like some of them I hate. Example, Oshawott. Torchic is less hate, more strongly dislike. And then the likes of Piplup, Cyndaquil and Bulbasaur are all brilliant, but they're just not as good as the others. Apart from maybe Cyndaquil. Cyndaquil's less brilliant, more average, but still, you can stay there, Oshawott, you are crap. And this is actually quite easy for me now, because Snivy is awesome, but I 100% prefer Tepig. All the way, I love Tepig. I used Tepig on my first playthrough of Gen 5, and no regrets. Probably, I mean, the designs of all the Gen 5 starters are a bit crap. Like, the best one is the Snivy line, but I just had so much fun with Tepig, and I know we was firefighting again, but the Tepig, Pignat and Emboar, I had a lot of fun using them, and I had more fun with them than I did using the Snivy line, so even though the designs are better in the Snivy line, so yeah, I'm going to stick with that. I think that's quite easy. Gen 6. Oof. Now, Chespin straight away at the top, hands down. Love Chespin. Love its whole line. Quilladin looks a bit weird, but I love how funny it is. And Chestnut, I get it, it's not great, but I like the fact he's a big tank, like a paladin, and I like that. This is where it's going to get hard, because I hate Greninja. I absolutely hate it. And Ash Greninja is the stupidest thing. And I forced myself to use one on my second playthrough of Pokemon Sun, I think, because I actually didn't transfer my Greninja from the demo for my first time round because I hate it so much. But I transferred it because I needed a water type on my second time playthrough, and I forced myself to use it, and I started to like it a little bit more. But I really like Froakie and Frogadier. Their designs are fantastic, and I love using Froakie and Frogadier when I have used them. But I hate Greninja. However, I quite like Fennekin, but I really don't like Braixen and Delphox. Again, the Gen 6 starters were a little bit weak, in my opinion. Now, because I like Froakie and Frogadier, but I don't like Braixen and Delphox, I think the only fair thing to do is that, but that is a stretch. Like, again, that's really difficult to call because I don't like any of them really, apart from Jespin. But I'd say that's fair. Right, moving on because I'm conscious I've been doing this for quite a while now. Gen 7, right? These guys over here, best starters since Gen 4, hands down. They redeemed Gen 5 and Gen 6. And I hinted to this earlier, but straight away, Rowlet get up there. Second favourite starter after Chimchar. The whole Rowlet line is just brilliant. And they're brilliant in the anime, they're brilliant in the game. I love Rowlet, Dartrix and Decidueye. They are so good. And it's Owl. I love owls. Owls are brilliant. Then the difficulty comes at Litten and Popplio. Because if we're going off just Litten and Popplio, they're pretty much a tie. Primarina and Incineroar is Primarina all the way. And then, what are the other two? Brione and Torracat. Torracat, definitely. But I think I probably prefer Litten that little bit more to Popplio. So, and it's so close. It's so very close. And I don't hate Popplio. I love Popplio. I love all three of them. And I prefer Primarina to, what's his name? Incineroar. Any day of the week. Primarina was just better in every aspect. Design, like it's what it's based off. Its types. I just prefer Primarina every way. But I prefer Torracat to Brione, and I just prefer Litten to Popplio. So, and honestly, a lot of it at this point, I've been watching a lot of the Sun and Moon anime recently. I've been trying to catch up, and I really do prefer Ash's Litten to Lana's Popplio. Like, this is the personality in that. I love Litten in that thing. He's bloody brilliant. Yeah. And when they first came out, I guess I had a tough time picking between Rowlet and Litten until I saw their final evolutions. So, yeah, we'll go with that. I think that's fair. And finally, the whole reason why Callum made this tag was because a lot of the hype around the Gen 8 starters, Grookey, Scorbunny, and Sobble. And this is going to be difficult because all we know from these guys is a direct, a trailer, and the information we have on their website, and tons of fan art and speculation and theory videos, which I am, of course, guilty of myself. Now, this is going to be another easy one for third place because, I'm sorry, Scorbunny is my least favourite, and by quite a lot. It's not like how the Gen 7 starters are really close to each other. The Gen 8 starters, for me, there is a clear divide between Scorbunny, he's like Scorbunny, and then Grookey and Sobble. Like, there is quite a big divide for me. Now, Grookey and Sobble, I flip-flop between Grookey and Sobble. Very, very first impressions, Sobble. Because we already have a monkey, and there's only one monkey in my life in terms of starter Pokemon. But the fact that Grookey is almost, like, 80% sure Grookey is going to be based off music makes me love it even, like, just really love that whole idea. And it's all going to be based on their evolutions. Scorbunny could end up being the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life, and rivaling, like, the Decidueye and Infernape when it fully evolves. I highly doubt it, but still, it could happen. So, this is so hard. Oh dear. Purely because I think it's going to be based off music, and that just that speaks to me on a very emotional level, because that would be brilliant. My hopes for Grookey is that it becomes a conductor of an orchestra, and that would be phenomenal. Grass Fairy type conductor. Oh my god, I'd love it. So Sobble is so cool. He's so cute. And he needs to be protected. Oh my goodness. I have to decide, don't I? Of course I have to decide. We're going for 20 minutes. Grookey and Sobble. Grookey, then Sobble. That's so close. So very close, but I have... No, I've got to. Yeah. Grookey, then Sobble. Cool. Locking it in. It's like the closest between first and second. Grookey and Sobble are the closest two for me at the minute. But yes, there you go. We've done it. It only took me 20 minutes, but that is my starter Pokemon rankings. I'm quite happy with that. Like I said, the third place ones, apart from Oshawott, arguably Fennekin and Torchic, I don't hate them. They're just my least favourite of the set. But Torchic, Oshawott and Fennekin, least favourite starters, hands down. I'd probably say Fennekin's slightly better than Oshawott and Torchic slightly better than Fennekin overall, like evolutions included. But yeah, there you go. That's my starter tier lists. Let me know what you guys think. Hopefully there isn't an angry mob knocking down my door. I think I did hear someone trying to break in when I put Oshawott in third place. But let me know down in the comments. Do you agree with me? You probably don't. And if you don't, tell me your favourite rankings. And you can always take this video challenge on yourself. You don't have to be tagged to do it. Just head over to Callum's video, download the templates and knock yourself out. So I now need to tag 3 people to do this, obviously, with it being a tag video. And I didn't actually think of who to tag before I started recording. I probably should have done that, shouldn't I? Right, so I am going to tag Pink Lunatic, Munch Laxatives, and Deciduous. Get cracking, guys. Thanks very much for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure you leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with a friend. And don't forget to enable notifications so you can stay up to date with all of my videos as and when they come out. And you can also follow me on these social media platforms to stay up to date as well. I will see you all in the next video, but until then, keep training and have a good one. See you later.